But I'm delighted to say we're joined just outside the Echo here in County Fair by new Republic of Ireland Under-21 assistant coach Jim Crawford. Jim, thanks so much for coming down today.
No problem at all. My pleasure.
Great to see you here. You stepped down as Ireland Under-18 head coach to take up this new role with the Under-21s, which see you link up with fellow Tala man Stephen Kenny. You must be very excited about the whole new challenge ahead. I'm
definitely excited, and of course stepping away from the 18s. It's a little bit disappointing because if I was building a decent group there of players for this year. We just came back from a tournament in November, which we got some fantastic performances and excellent results. So it's a work in progress, but when somebody like Stephen Kenny makes a phone call and asks you about coming on board with 21s, you can't refuse it, So the challenge of under-21s football, where it's a competitive environment, we're playing in the European Championships, and really excites me, and I just can't wait to get started with the 21s.
Stephen Kenny is obviously a very successful manager. You would have known him, got to know him a bit as a player in the League of Ireland and then as under-18 head coach. What struck you about him in terms of his ability as a head coach?
Well, first of all, I played against a number of teams that he was a manager, and one thing I noticed about all the teams, they were well organised and they played a good brand of football. And as time went on, I've met Stephen, whether he was training Dundalk and Abbottstown, and one thing that struck me was how humble he was. He'd come over, he'd have a chat, and the level of detail that he'd go into about players, about systems of play, styles of play, was was really interesting. And first of all, he didn't have to have that conversation with me, but he did, and I think it shows a lot about the values that the man has. And I've met him at functions and what have you, and very same thing, he'd come over and chat, and he's like that with everybody because that's the type of person he is, and I'm looking forward now to working with him at a professional level.
You do have a very tough campaign coming up ahead. You would be familiar with a lot of the players, I'm sure, coming through up to the under-21 level. Just how difficult will it be, for yourself, Stephen, and Keith Andrews as well, to put together a squad that's going to have to compete with the likes, and surmount probably the likes of Italy, Sweden, Iceland, among others there in this campaign? Yeah,
no doubt about it. International football, it's a really high level of football, particularly 21s, and you need to get your squads right. You need to go out and identify the players who are capable of playing at this level. So that's a challenge in itself for Steve and Keith and myself, to assemble the right squad that's going to produce performances and results. It's going to be a challenge. One thing I'll say is there'd be a lot of younger players promoted into the squad, and Stephen will play the best possible players that are available to him, full stop, and he won't care what background they are or what have you, and as long as they can fit into the system and style that we're looking for, Stephen will cap them. And I know for a fact that one thing that can be assured with Stephen is he'll get his teams playing with confidence and a real attacking style that will get bums off seats, if you like, so I'm looking forward to it and being part of that process.
It's exciting in the sense of a locality thing. Ireland under-21s are going to be playing all their home games in Tala Stadium. You're from Tala, Stephen's from Tala. How hopefully that will help draw out the strong local support for the under-21s in that campaign?
I'm very hopeful. Look, I was lucky enough to work here for 12 years as a development officer in South Dublin, and Tala was my area, so I know the people around the place in Tala, and they're real football people, and they're educated people, and I think with the brand of football that Stephen is going to bring with the 21s, I've no doubt about it that they'll come out in their droves and support the Irish under-21s with the up and coming European campaign.
And you kick off now on March 24th against Luxembourg in Tala. It's going to be a tough game. You won't underestimate the opposition. I know you were saying to me earlier.
Yeah, we won't underestimate them, that's for sure. I had the experience of playing against Luxembourg a couple of years ago at under-18s level, and they come, they make it difficult for you, they get behind the ball. So it's when we get clips of perhaps the Luxembourg under-21s last year, we can put together a strategy that can open them up and hopefully get our just rewards.
But hopefully you get off to a great start, and the very best of luck in the campaign, Jim. Thanks so much for coming down to talk to us today.
Thanks a million, thank you.